95% of the guards that he plays against, uses it well, gets in, he finds the contact on the offensive end, which most guys are physically defensively, but on the offensive end, he's physical.
Incredible wingspan, lets him do things that most guards can only dream, Ernie. I really love watching this kid play.
And now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan. Tip-off approaches.
The city lights of Brooklyn in the cutting-edge Barclays Center. Quite a view. The Nets play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. Last outing for Brooklyn, they won that game against the Bulls in Chicago. It was a close game. They needed overtime to finish them off.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate.
Checked in for Orlando. Jennings comes in for Peyton. The Magic leading by 4. On the court for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Fournier out there with Jennings. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And a wide open look for Free. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Freak's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Here's Fournier. Off target from 3-point range. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach for Orlando gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me it's a fun challenge trying to slow down a team that's so cagey and opportunistic offensively. He said, of course we've done our scouting, but this is the first time we've seen them firsthand this season. So it'll be interesting to see if we can take them out of their sets and slow them down at that end. Guys, they'll have to be solid defensively. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Doris. What will you guys be looking for overall, defensively from this team, given they're facing such terrific shooters tonight?
It's going to have to be a total team effort, guys. I mean, you have to be ready to provide help defensively literally every moment you're on the floor.
Exactly. When it's a team that shoots it as well as they do, guys, I mean, one-on-one defense isn't enough. Everybody has to be tied together, rotating, helping, and very much aware of where the ball is.
There's Freak. good. The Magic go the other way with it. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
They sure did. There's no question about it. And when you come out on the wrong end of the turnover battle, you're often going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard as well, Greg. You know that.
It's good from the top of the key. Freak's got 7 points. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
But let's see how they play the clock.
Johnson attacking. It's back to Jennings. No good with the triple. The Nets have gone 7 of 15 from the field at this point. Here's Augustine, and he was fine. On the way up, 2 free throws now for him.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The free throw drops for Augustine. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Nets. Wright comes in for Freak. Orlando also or for Orlando. Nets leading by 3. So on the floor for Orlando, Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward.
All right, now, I want everyone here in the Barclays Center to welcome to the court.
Well, let's take a look at where Orlando ended up, Kevin, rank-wise in the league last year. 4th in three-point field goal percentage, 14th in blocks. And they were in the top half of the league in opponent field goal percentage as well.
And talking about their three-point percentage, really a hallmark, I think, of successful offense. In today's NBA, and they use that shot to a devastating effect all season long.
Freak dishes to Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Kilpatrick. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Here's Vucevic, tries to save it. Out of bounds, magic ball as Orlando keeps possession.
Man, let's see the stat sheet here on Victor Oladipo. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, points, you got to have them. I mean, they do keep score. That's what makes him really valuable in that second unit, points.
Lopez against Vucevic. That's good. Vucevic has got 6 points. Nets leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Lopez. It's good. It's his 2nd basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Here's Bogdanovich, and stolen by Payton. Now, here's Oladipo. He's guarded closely. Wide open look. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Oladipo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
The Nets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
That one is off.
Thaddeus Young. Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. Payton drives in. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending. Call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Lopez kicks to Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's Freak in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Oladipo goes in. Some room here for Gordon. And there are the Magic with another bucket. Here's Freak. 9 points in the game so far. From outside the arc, takes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Picked by Vucevic. Oladipo, the pass to Vucevic. Nice job coming off that screen. Vucevic has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
And they were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that. Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so... far off.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Thaddeus Young at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Young. And so that brings the first half to a close. Brooklyn ahead, up by 9. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
All right now.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there.
And the Nets making a change here. Freak's checked in. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Picked by Vucevic. Johnson in the corner. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by the Nets.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Here's Freak. Johnson with the block. Payton against Lopez. Payton outside. The wide open look here for Oladipo. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 5 assists tonight. Jack dishes to Freak. Back to Jack. "18 feet out. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 ball. And it's Johnson again missing. Nets leading by 13. Screen by Young. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Young's got 10 points. Orlando's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Payton kicks to Vucevic. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Young. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Bogdanovich. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Jarrett Jack. .153 left in the third quarter. Here's Azania. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 2 to shoot. The Magic again can't hit.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
It's back to Jennings. Jacks up a 3. But he recovers it. Arthur sets the pick for Jennings. Wants to get it to Sanders and does. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Jarrell Wright's checked in for the Nets. On the court for Orlando, we've got Sanders. Arthur out there with Hazonia. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Jennings in at the point guard. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Orlando, the backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post, and it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And so it's Orlando winning this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, Clark, but things finally came together for him in overtime.
Looked to me like the amber light on the gas tank didn't quite come on.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith.